Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, the Food Corporation of India was set up under which of the following acts? National Food Security Act 2013, National Food Security Act 2003, Food Corporations Act 1964 or Food Corporations Act 2008. The correct answer is option C, Food Corporations Act 1964. Recently, an e-auction of wheat, that is, the sixth auction, was conducted by the Food Corporation of India or FCI. It is a part of Government of India initiative for market intervention to control the price of wheat and atta. FCI was set up under the Food Corporations Act 1964 in order to fulfill following objectives of the food policy: effective price support operations for safeguarding the interest of the farmers, distribution of food grains throughout the country for public distribution system, and maintaining satisfactory level of operational and buffer stocks of food grains to ensure national food security. Therefore, option C is correct. Since its inception, FCI has played a significant role in India's success in transforming the crisis management oriented food security into a stable security system. First question is, Barda Wildlife Sanctuary was recently in news. It is located in which of the following states of India? Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh or Uttar Pradesh? The correct answer is option B, Gujarat. Recently, the Gujarat government has planned to translocate 40 adult and sub-adult lions to the Barda Wildlife Sanctuary in the state. Experts have demanded translocation of lions in India for the past 2 decades as the big cats have been geographically isolated in Gir. A second home would protect the lion population from extinction in cases of diseases like the canine distemper virus leads to their deaths. Barda Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Gujarat, India. It is situated approximately 15 kilometers from Porbandar and 100 kilometers west of Gir Forest National Park. Therefore, option B is correct. Next question is, what is Kudumb Shri, sometimes seen in the news? Martial art of Kerala, folk dance of Tamil Nadu, self-help group or puppetry? The correct answer is option C, self-help group. Recently, the President of India attended the civic reception hosted in her honor by the Government of Kerala at Thiruvananthapuram. On the occasion, the President inaugurated the Silver Jubilee celebration of Kudumb Shri. She also launched Unnati, an umbrella program to create opportunities for employment and self-employment among the youth belonging to SC and ST communities. Kudumb Shri is a poverty eradication and women empowerment program implemented by the State Poverty Eradication Mission or SPEM of the Government of Kerala. It is one of the largest women's self-help networks in the world. Therefore, option C is correct. In 2011, the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India recognized Kudumb Shri as the State Rural Livelihoods Mission under the National Rural Livelihoods Mission. Next question is, in the context of government schemes and policies, PM Mitra is related to which of the following? Skill development, textile, ethanol blending or steel? The correct answer is option B, textile. Recently, the Prime Minister of India has informed that PM Mitra mega textile parks would be set up in Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, MP and UP. It will boost the textiles sector in line with 5F, farm to fiber to factory to fashion to foreign vision. He remarked that the PM Mitra mega textile parks will provide state-of-the-art infrastructure for the textiles sector, attracts investment of crores and create lakhs of jobs. Therefore, option B is correct. PM Mitra stands for Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel. These are aimed at helping India to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 9, build resilient infrastructure, promote sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. It is hoped that the PM Mitra parks will have world-class industrial infrastructure which would attract cutting-edge technology and boost FDI and local investment in the textiles sector. Next question is, National Institute of Ocean Technology or NIOT is associated with which of the following ministries of India? Ministry of Earth Sciences, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Ministry of Home Affairs or Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change of India? The correct answer is option A, Ministry of Earth Sciences. The National Institute of Ocean Technology is going to set up green self-powered desalination plant in Lakshadweep. The NIOT is an institute under the aegis of the Ministry of Earth Sciences. It has worked for years on harnessing energy from the ocean. Therefore, option A is correct. It was established in November 1993 as an autonomous society. NIOT is managed by a governing council. The institute is based in Chennai. Next question is, consider the following statements. The government is promoting the Regional Connectivity Scheme or RCS UDAN, that is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, for 1. To stimulate regional air connectivity, 2. Making air travel affordable to the masses, 3. To reduce the cost of airline operations on regional routes. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Recently, the Minister for Civil Aviation has given the information regarding the UDAN scheme in the Lok Sabha. The scheme was initiated on 21st October 2016 with the objective to fulfill the aspirations of the common citizen by following the vision of Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. It aims to enhance the aviation infrastructure and air connectivity in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. It aims to stimulate regional air connectivity and making air travel affordable to the masses. Therefore, statements 1 and 2 are correct. It also focuses on reducing the cost of airline operations on regional routes and providing financial support to meet the gap. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option D is correct. Let us tell you that under the UDAN, 469 routes connecting 74 unserved and underserved airports including 9 heliports and 2 water aerodromes have been operationalized as on 28 February 2023. Next question is, in the context of India-Bangladesh relation, which of the following is not correct regarding India-Bangladesh friendship pipeline? India would export diesel to Bangladesh through the 130-kilometer pipeline. The pipeline stretched 125 km inside Bangladesh territory and 5 km inside India. The pipeline with India will cut transportation cost of fuel oil for Bangladesh by 90%, or the pipeline has been constructed at a cost of rupees 3.46 billion. The correct answer is option C. The pipeline with India will cut transportation cost of fuel oil for Bangladesh by 90%. Recently, the Prime Minister of India and Bangladesh has inaugurated the India-Bangladesh Friendship Pipeline via video conference. The India-Bangladesh oil pipeline has been constructed at a cost of rupees 3.46 billion and has been drawn from the Indian line of credit. India would export diesel to Bangladesh through the 130-kilometer pipeline. The pipeline stretched 125 km inside Bangladesh territory and 5 km inside India. The pipeline with India would cut transportation cost of fuel oil for Bangladesh by 50%. Hence, option C is correct. The cross-border pipeline will carry fuel from Assam-based Numaligarh Refinery Limited's marketing terminal at Siliguri in eastern Indian state of West Bengal to the Parbatipur depot of Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding special provisions for some states. 1. Article 371 to 371J in Part 21 of the Constitution contains special provisions for 12 states. 2. Originally, the Constitution made special provisions for all these states. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Articles 371 to 371J in Part 21 of the Constitution contains special provisions for 12 states. These states are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Sikkim, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Goa and Karnataka. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The intention behind them is to meet the aspirations of the people of backward regions of the states or to protect the cultural and economic interest of the tribal people of the states. Originally, the Constitution did not make any special provisions for these states. They have been incorporated by the various subsequent amendments made in the context of reorganization of the states or conferment of statehood on the union territories. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is correct. Next question is, which among the following passes links Leh and Srinagar and provides an important link between union territories of Ladakh and Kashmir? Zojila Pass, Bumla Pass, Depsa Pass or Sela Pass? The correct answer is option A, Zojila Pass. Recently, Border Roads Organization has opened the strategic Zojila Pass on the Greater Himalayan Range. Zojila is a high mountain pass located in the Kargil district of Ladakh. The pass links Leh and Srinagar and provides an important link between union territories of Ladakh and Kashmir. Zojila is known as the mountain pass of blizzards. Zojila Pass remains closed during winters due to heavy snowfall cutting off Ladakh region from Kashmir. Therefore, option A is correct. Next question is with reference to the Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, consider the following statements. 1. Sir Benegal Rama Rao was the longest serving governor of the RBI. 2. Chintaman Dwarkanath Deshmukh was the first Indian governor of the RBI. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das has received the Governor of the Year 2023 award by the international publication Central Banking. Prime Minister of India has congratulated him on getting the Governor of the Year award. The Reserve Bank of India was established on April 1, 1935 in accordance with the provisions of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Sir Benegal Rama Rao was the longest serving governor of the RBI. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Chintaman Dwarkanath Deshmukh was the first Indian governor of the RBI. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Shaktikant Das is the current governor of the RBI. Last question is Exercise Sea Dragon 23 is being conducted by which of the following? Russia, China, USA or North Korea? The correct answer is option C, USA. A P-8I aircraft of the Indian Navy arrived at Guam, USA on March 14 to participate in Exercise Sea Dragon 23 conducted by the United States Navy from March 15 to March 30. It is the third edition of the Coordinated Multilateral Anti-Submarine Warfare Exercise. The exercise would focus on coordinated anti-submarine warfare among the participating countries. It aims to achieve high levels of coordination between the friendly navies based on their shared values and commitments to an open, inclusive Indo-Pacific. Therefore, option C is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. MQ-9 Reaper was recently seen in the news. It is drone, torpedo, submarine or supercomputer. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.